speaking of good and bad master players, I saw a tweet calling players who are 14 to 1500 in masters beginners. So I'm already on a rabid chase. We're already like tweetception. There's like 3 tweets deep. Platinum is like top 30% or something, and diamond is like top 10%. I was like, wait, what is going on here? At what point is the highest rank of the game new players? How could that doesn't really make any sense, right? So I went and found the original tweet. Master rank players, like 15 to 1600 is beginners with good fundamentals. 16 to 17 is solid players with flaws. It sounds like a horoscope. 17 to 18 is solid players who can ruin brackets. 18 to 19 is animals. They've regressed. And then once you break through that, very solid players with almost no flaws. And then 2000 plus is tournament winners. Think about 2000 plus and like MR in general, right? MR is a complicated system. I checked yesterday and there was 133 players that had 2000 plus. That's it. It's also skewed because I don't know if you guys have looked at like the rating website. Over 2000 MR is the top 143, which is 10 more than it was yesterday. But when you look through here, you may notice CFN good. This is Punk on his 3rd or 4th character or something. CFN good is, he has this, okay, there's JP. I know his Ken is also over 2000, right? And then his Cammy. So he has 4 characters. I saw Daigo had dropped below it the last time I checked. So Daigo, he's no longer a tournament winning player. He's just a beginner or whatever it is. But like, this is the problem with the highest rank of a game in any game. The average master rank player, right? Just someone who makes master rank and they're like on the lower end, 14, 15, whatever 100, right? Like the weakest player in master rank is so far away in skill from the best player in master rank, even though it's the highest rank in the game, because the best player in master rank is the best player in the world. The weakest player in master, is just like someone who's good enough to make master, right? Which already makes you top, like, what is it, 3% or 2% or whatever it is. It's like some number like that. And maybe this game, it's easier. Like, I think in most games, the highest rank in the game is not the top 2%. 2% is pretty wide. Usually the highest rank is like the top, it's like less than 1% a lot of times, right? Every single game with a competitive ranked mode, the skill difference between the players at the highest rank is pretty large. What can you do? At some point, the highest rank needs to be some rank. Even like, you know, you think about grandmasters in chess, you could be a GM and then play against the best chess player in the world, play against Magnus or somebody, right? And it's just like the difference between them two is pretty staggering. Like the worst player in the NBA, for example, is so much better at basketball than like everybody you've ever met that plays basketball, right? That's not in the NBA. By like so much, it's not even close. But then you take the worst NBA player and compare them to the best NBA player, and you're just like, dude, are these even the same species? Yeah, I run into Honda players who literally don't block, and they're master rank, and people in chat are like, how the fuck is this guy master rank? And you're like, yeah, well, this guy made it to the top 2% of the rankings in the game. He's better than 98%, right? Like, it's just like, well, not blocking and being a master is the same as Shaq not hitting free throws. The other thing is that for people who've been playing fighting games a long time, or people who are really good at them, hitting the highest rank, you know, they just do it all the time. It's just natural. It's normal to them. I know, like, people have told me it's very discouraging that I do Road to Master and I pick up their character sometime and I just go zoom right through and then make it to Master. Some people are like, dude, fuck, man, I've been playing this character for like X amount of time, and then you just like pick them up and then take them to Master in like 3 days and then you're on to the next one. And it's like, yeah, I mean, it's just because the basics of fighting games go a long way, right? Imagine if you had played shooting games for like a decade and then I had like not played shooting games before, and then we both picked up the new Counter-Strike and we both played. There would be a pretty sizable difference in our skill level, which is why, though, we bring up the important discussion here, which is that everybody is asked relative to the best player. The person who says these low-rank master players are beginners, I feel like there's no way that they're like 2,000 plus, right? Like that person's not like 2,200. They're probably like 1,600, and they're like, yeah, if you're like 14 or 1500, you're kind of whatever. But it's like this for every game and every competitive thing that you can think of. You watch Valorant players play and like, you know, they're Radiant, the highest rank or whatever, right? And they play with these other Radiants who are non-pros, and they're like, does this guy even know how to fucking play the game? I plateaued. It feels like you're playing wrong. If you hit a plateau, then that means you hit your skill level, right? And then now it's on you to find some stuff to improve at, right? Don't be mad at yourself to be like, ugh, I wish I could get to master right now. What do you think is gonna happen when you hit master? You know, you think fucking confetti's gonna shoot out of the goddamn sky and everybody's gonna be doing cartwheels and shit. No, like the journey to get there and improving is fun. As long as you keep improving, you'll keep climbing. You'll make it there. And they're not doing any resets, right? So you know that you're not gonna lose your rank or anything, right? It's just about grinding all the way up there. And it's because you can climb with a losing win rate in this game. It's about attrition, right? Like time put in, games put in, like numbers will just get you there. Before I think they had the MR system, Master was like so pointless. It was like the most pointless thing ever. It was literally just how much do you play. There's a fair bit of grinding in every system, but like the last system was literally grinding. Let's say in Master you had like, I don't know, 5,000 wins and like 4,000 losses or something, right? You're still plus 1,000 wins in Master. If somebody had 900 wins and 0 losses, you would still have more points than that person. The new MR system is much better for actually trying to determine skill level because you need to win. You need to beat most of the people you run into. And there is a penalty for losing to players who are much lower MR than you, right? You should be beating them, which is what the game expects, and it's like what people expect too.